Hello again and welcome back. The first sermon to the Church of Light. Greed is the desire to take by force. You need to let it go. Lust is the desire to take by force. You need to let it go. Desire is the yummiest feeling you can have. But we need action as well. We need both. Desire and action, we need both. By the way, folks, my nickname is Both. All I did was put it in deep. That's all, folks. Did you see what he just did? Did you see what he just did? Twice two, look back twice. Folks, it is going to be hard for you to learn everything I am teaching you from the videos. In the videos, I am largely showing you what I know, but to cement it into you and make me part of your awareness, I need to publish a book with my lessons. If you are or you know of a publisher that might be interested, the way to me is to dvgoblue2@yahoo.com. Turn around now. Folks, this is so sneaky of me. You probably don't see me yet, but you will. Well, Eckhart saw me, and so did St. Thomas. It is my desperate hope that this is the help they ask God to give. Even I make mistakes, and what I am doing is very important to me, and I hope a few smidgen of others as well. I will put that little ditty into the comments below so you can see what I mean. Remember, don't think, just look for as long as it takes. Folks, I am not trying to be selfish. It is just that both of you are at such great distances and we have never met face to face, and it's hard for me to get a true measure of the both of you. And it's backwards as well, I imagine. So let's just make it real. What say you? I just added some certainty for me is all, and it might help a few others as well. Who knows? Who cares? Sometimes, folks, I just keep getting faster and faster, and I don't even realize what I'm doing until I make a mistake. I wish there was someone around that could help me slow down when that happens, that I can trust. I just remembered that joke I told earlier in the game. I know for certain that I can trust Eckhart because I know what he is thinking. I'm going to let you earn that one for yourself. You will laugh all the more harder when you finally do. This time I am not certain I mean both. I am very close. I can see the top. I just need a little nudge to put me at the summit is all. The distance is just too great right now. That's all. And this is what I'm afraid of most. I desperately hope two of you feel me on this. Folks, I'm just having a little fun with some friends, that's all. What do you do when you get confused? Freeze now. And up is down, and up is down, and up is down. Well, maybe not so desperate after all, but it is a risk, of that I am certain. Do you see more now? Maybe, and maybe not all there is to see. That's okay, just turn around, go back, and look again and again. I love you all and have lots of fun. I always kill two birds with one stone. Maybe three this time. Experience for them, help for me, and a measure of certainty for both of you. Lol. Pecks on the cheeks to both. And I love this game. Folks, even I always miss things the first time I hear or read them. I always turn around, go back, and look again and again before I achieve certainty. I turn around, go back, and look. And 3 times, turn around, go back, and look to achieve certainty. Perspective. It is all about perspective, folks. If you get stuck on a problem, just get up and go somewhere else. That will change your perspective and you will see things differently. That's why I smoke, and it is also why I'm so smart. Every time I get stuck, I get up and grab a cigarette and pace back and forth, and I am inspired to the next step. I did two things. I changed my perspective and I just kept moving. By pacing. You should always keep some small part of yourself moving except when you are relaxing or resting or sleeping, of course. Those are the times to go into your mind and imagine what heaven on earth will be like for you. I can't give you that. Only you can give you that, folks. I am in no way advocating smoking. It is a nasty habit and it destroys your lungs, and I'm paying the price for it every day. I have personal reasons for the way I choose to behave, and it is my body and therefore my choice. I appreciate any concern you may have, but please don't worry. I know exactly what I am doing, and at the end I will be perfectly fine. I promise you. It's just going to hurt a little along the way, that is all. When in doubt, freeze. The instant you get the feeling, and balance yourself. Even if you are driving, move just enough to keep control, but stay looking straight ahead for a few 30 seconds, and then see what happens. You just might be surprised. When confused, freeze. The instant you get the feeling, and balance yourself. Even if you are driving, move just enough to keep control, but stay looking straight ahead for 30 seconds, then see what happens next. You just might be surprised. Show them first, then tell them. Most people will learn this lesson the very first time they experience it. But I promise you, if you never stop going back, turning around, and looking, you will learn everything there is to learn, no matter how obscure some of my lessons may seem. I put the obscurity in them on purpose. It is the smallest bit of effort I can leave you with that will allow you to earn your wisdom for yourself. And earning it for yourself is the only way you'll ever remember it tomorrow. St. Anthony sees me now, of that I am certain. Captains, as soon as you are ready and have achieved the level of certainty you need, feel free to drop me a line. I would love to hear from each of you. Just a little more show and tell from me. Trust me, folks, if you have come this far with me, I guarantee you have missed things. So what do? Just turn around and find video number 1. Go back to video number 1. Start again and look at all of my videos again. By the time you do this, you will lose all fear of confusion, and you will see it as the teaching tool that the Master uses to help you see the mistakes before you make them. That's all, folks. Doubt is slightly different. Doubt is the teaching tool the Mother uses to teach you compassion. The rest of doubt I'm going to let you earn for yourselves. Folks, the Mother loves you dearly, and she uses the gentlest teaching tools she can. The only reason you don't understand that right now is because fear is the teaching tool taught to you by it, and it has absolutely foobarred you, me, and everyone else on the planet. Folks, I used confusion as a teaching tool, and I knew that some of you might become afraid, but I apologize for that. But it is the only way I could think of to show you the truth about both me and the Mother. My favorite teaching tool is humor. I strive to put in little jokes here and there, but I obscure them as well. It helps you to learn, and it makes them funnier. And it makes it fun for me as well. A little for you and a little for me. That is a very good way to approach goal setting. Trust me, it will not be long before you see the wisdom in this, and you'll be trying to do the same thing to your friends and learning all that much faster. Just make sure it is your intent to have a little fun, that is all. And that leads us to the next lesson. Folks, it is all about intent. If you put malicious intent into your goal, you will pay the price eventually, I promise you. And going forward, now that it is gone, you won't have to wait very long. You will learn very fast the hard way how to behave. And you will teach this to yourself. If you want to learn the easy way, put love into every goal you make, and the Mother will gently and sweetly help you learn. And if you think I am funny, wait until you get a sense of humor of the Mother's. If you think I'm funny, wait until you get a sense of the Mother's humor. Lol, I guess I'm just a chip off the old block. What can I say? That's just who I am. Lol. Come on, I got some of you on that one. I just made you think for the very first time that my goal may not be so impossible after all, didn't I? I am certain that I'm still a long way away, and I have lots more lessons to give, but maybe just an itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny bit closer. Feels that way to me anyway. What say you? Shame is the only teaching tool that the mother uses that feels off. A bit of wisdom from the mother herself. The Lord's Prayer is changed as follows. Our Mother, in heaven, hallowed be her name. Her kingdom comes, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and guide us to the light. Thank you, Mother. To trespass is to take by force someone's free will. Your daily bread is what you receive when you meditate. It may not seem that way, but at first, trust me, in very short order you will feel something, especially if you balance yourself first. God has changed to the mother. A simple request from the lady upstairs, and that is, let them look and let them ask. If you choose no, be gentle. If you choose yes, have fun. To the gentleman, look all you want, but if you want to touch, you gotta ask. To everyone, my one and only curse. It should never hurt to ask. If you make it hurt to ask, shame on you. But hey, I'm a reasonable man. If you can present to me a compelling argument, I just might relent. Never hurts to ask anyway. Lol. Let me get this straight. You want my permission to hurt someone who has done absolutely nothing wrong, and you expect me not to hurt you for asking such a silly question? Get this piece of shit out of my sight. Hurts, don't it? I hope I've made myself clear. Let's try this instead. No, but thank you for asking. Or, yes, and thank you for asking. Or, maybe later, and thank you for asking. Be polite whenever possible, and it is always possible to be polite. Folks, I'm not promising to give everyone everything they want, but I know I can get us all a lot closer. I feel the need to offer a blessing at this point. God will never punish you for what goes on in your mind, and neither will I, obviously. Play around with it. Test it against Law 1. If it passes muster, then it's okay. If not, let it go and move on. Actually, I find an imagined vengeful act to be just as satisfying as the real one. Maybe even more so. I always win the fights in my head, and yes, I always mean both. One more note. If they say no, I suggest, that's okay, I still love you. You may find this hard to do in the moment. I know I do. But this is a very important point, folks. It is your intent that counts the most. Even the most miserable attempt is a huge success compared to not trying at all. To the parents. When it comes to the law, children are a special case. While they certainly deserve the same rights and privileges as everyone else, it is understood that they are still maturing and require additional protection and safeguards to ensure their safety. Parents are free to place restrictions on their children that might otherwise be considered outside of the law. If these restrictions are designed with the well-being of the child at heart, then they are okay. This is true until the child comes into the inheritance, comes of age. To the ladies, if a man tries to rape you, I appoint you to be his judge, and you have my permission to execute him on the spot, as you wish. That ought to dampen the enthusiasm for rape a smidgen. To my christened Jedi Knights, if you catch a rapist in the act, I order you to execute him on the spot. Base Order 1. To the police, if you catch a rapist in the act and you execute him on the spot, no questions asked. In all other cases, proceed in accordance with the laws and customs of the jurisdiction you reside in. To everyone else, if you come upon a rape in progress, render all the aid you can, but behave in accordance with the laws and customs of the jurisdiction you reside in. If a few new bruises or broken bones magically appear, who's gonna know? Who's not gonna care? In this context, rape is defined as follows: the use of physical force to force her against her will. Accidents happen, ladies. Accidental touches don't count. And ladies, let's be civil about this. If a man touches you without asking, you are certainly within your rights to chastise him for it. But measure your chastisement against the actual harm. Getting drunk and losing control of your mind is not an excuse. In fact, it is one of the worst possible sins you can commit. Getting a little tipsy is okay. Getting tipsy can be fun, but getting drunk and losing control of your mind is deadly and makes me MADD. That's why I like pot so much. You can't smoke enough to lose control of your mind. That's probably going to be the line on drugs going forward. If it causes you to lose control of your mind, then it's a no-no. If not, then we are probably okay. Yes, Graham, psychedelics are okay. Just be civil about it. Put yourself in a safe place where you won't place any others at risk before you do. For couples and intimate friends, I kind of like this. Can I be free to touch you anytime desire inspires me to? Folks, I have a couple of points I'm throwing out there for all of you to help me with. I would like to see if we can come to some kind of general agreement on this. Number one, if you conceive of a desire to ask for something from someone and you decide not to ask, are you sort of taking away their free will by choosing no for them? What do all of you think about that? If you get angry with someone for saying no, aren't you trying to make them your slave by punishing them for saying no? I believe this to be desire to take by force, and we need to let it go. But not all anger is the same. If someone cuts you off while driving and you get angry, that's not desire to take by force. You're just angry because they behaved rudely. Can anyone come up with another example where getting angry could be classified as desire to take by force? If a man asks a child to touch his penis and the mother tells her she is a victim, who is the one who damaged the child? If you do that to your child, you are just going to screw her up for the rest of her life. Folks, there is nothing immoral or damaging about sex. It is your attitude that is damaging. It is your attitude that is nasty and disgusting and does the damage, and you need to fix yourself. I don't understand why people just don't see this. Okay, let's take a break and let's end with an arrow. This one goes to my cousin Annette. It is my hope that this puts her in the best place she needs to be to free herself. Annette. Together we are both. Annette. When hope matures, I shall relax into the arms of you. This lady is the essence of exquisiteness. And Annette, it is exactly what I feel when desire inspires me to see you. Folks, I would like to teach a lesson about power, and I want to use Mary, Pat, and Annette to help me. Mary Antoinette. Interesting. Mary, Pat, Annette. I don't know what Pat's middle name is, but would anyone care to bet me that her middle name is Anne? Okay, on with the lesson. Mary will be at my right if she chooses. Pat will be at my left if she chooses. Annette will be a step behind at my back. Some will perceive that I put Annette in a subservient position. These are the stupid people. No, Annette is at the position of power, right where she deserves. She is the only one in the world I trust to have my back. She is in the humble position. The position of true power is the humble position. Just look at His Eminence, the Dalai Lama. He will teach you the truth. Won't you, sir? Folks, I would like to end with a little personal note about me. While I certainly love and cherish the gifts that are given to me, I have found that the best gifts are the ones I give myself because I earned them. Fair warning, folks, when it comes to the Dalai Lama and Annette, I am always extremely cautious and very respectful. I suggest you do the same. Hey, Charlie had 3, why not me? He keeps just teaching and teaching and teaching, and he just loves this game. Whoa! Just an itty bitty teeny weeny tiny bit closer. That's all, folks. What say you?